most of the key groups, even the pastors, everybody came around and we saw the immense resources we have. We saw a lot of interest that people have on issues of mental health. And so I think it shows that really we need to invest better in that area. Midriff partners were actually sharing with us they have worked since 2018 all the way up to now, and even the next steps they want to take forward. As a Department of Health, the issue of mental health and even gender-based violence is very critical, because at the end of the day, all these patients end up in our facilities. And even other patients who come to seek other services, most of them have a component of mental health. And so this needs to be addressed so that we can be able to mitigate on these at the very early stages before it escalates to major psychiatric illnesses which might be difficult to treat and which are expensive to treat.
My name is Jane Josiah. I work for Midriff Human Rights Network within a program we call Rehabilitation. I am a project officer. For the last 3 years, since 2018, we have been working on this program, trying to ensure that we are providing mental health and psychosocial support at the community level within Karagita, in Naivasha, Bondeni, and Nakuru West, that is in Roa and Kaptembo area. Why the mental health psychosocial support is because these services were missing when we started the project. We did a baseline survey and established that women mostly who have undergone gender-based violence do not access these services, either at the level 4 services or any other place, and that the services were inaccessible. What we did, we decided to engage the CHVs, that is the community health volunteers, to provide the low-intense psychological intervention to the families, to the households.
Because we are working, we have also a vibrant political class ambao watataka ni show.
Briefly want to talk about gender-based violence and what is happening around us even currently, and especially now with the COVID-19. And we are seeing an escalation of GBV cases. We are seeing so much is happening, not just to the adults, but also to the children. We are seeing a lot of killings. We are also seeing a lot of suicide cases in the increase, especially in places like Molo, places like Subukia. There is so much that is happening around. And when I talk of GBV, what comes to mind is trauma. So what is trauma? Because most traumatic people that have not been taken care of mentally at times walk like ticking bombs. And at times it can be so overwhelming and somebody feels very helpless and hopeless. It becomes very difficult even to do the simple tasks that you used to do. Even breathing at times becomes a problem. So if breathing is a problem, then what other task can I do?
Thank you for highlighting that. It may not have been very well elaborated in our project document, but it is in the pipeline.
Engage the MH National to make sure they support our main mental hospital at Gilgil, where this was graced by the visiting of the former Cabinet Secretary for Health, Cecily Kariuki, and work has been going on in trying to see how best it can be supported in terms of budgetary allocation and even human resource, and even to turn around the services. Especially, we were looking at drug and substance abuse. We could have a center coming up that will go a long way to address that, which is very rampant and common among our young people. And so that will go in making sure services are delivered better. Other than that, as a department, through the community strategy, we strongly feel we worked in the past with World Vision problem management class in terms of managing minor mental illness at the community level. And community strategy is one of our flagship projects. So we've gone a long way to increase the number of community units. We target to reach 100%, we are at around 70%. And hopefully with that, we'll be able to address that, and working with like our partner Midriff, who are already doing a lot of work training in that area in 2 of our sub-counties.
We will leave them in the same environment. Let's say somebody is being physically abused. Yeah? It's a woman who is being physically abused by the husband. And they come for help, and we give them the psychosocial help. But then we haven't changed the environment. Remember, we did not do the psychological help to the husband. So this woman will go back to that environment.
Why we are, as an organization, we are advocating for early intervention in terms of mental health and psychosocial support is because this is where we are able to arrest mental disorders from escalating. Science has shown that early intervention in terms of psychosocial support assists people to get better over time, have the confidence to handle their adversity, and in the event that they do develop any neurosis or psychosis, then they can then access a psychiatrist for what we call pharmacointervention.